Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I'm sure you guys may or may not have had a chance to hear, we've actually heard some really big major news when it comes to the brand new PlayStation 5 mobile. Now, if you guys remember from yesterday's video, we actually were alluding towards this and kind of assuming this was going to be the next big step. And in all honesty, I think a lot of the things I was talking about in yesterday's video actually were really applicable towards what's coming out as of today. There's a really big leak, really big information, and as well, I just want to go talk about this because I do think the idea and, well, the future of gaming is really going to be focused on mobile, and it does seem like a PlayStation 5 mobile is actually coming out maybe sooner rather than later, but it does seem like the leaks are actually coming out, well, kind of as of right now. So a lot of new news, a lot of brand new news, and all this stuff came out today, so let's go and talk about it. And as well, hope you guys are all excited for the brand new upcoming consoles whenever they do kind of come out. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Give me your thoughts and comments down below, and of course, follow the Twitter and Twitch stream as well. And of course, we have all the Amazon links in case you guys do want to get your PlayStation 5 consoles and all that good stuff. And let's dive into the video. So as I mentioned, when it comes to yesterday, we were seeing a lot of big news around big updates in terms of just new hardware. Something was finally coming and something finally new that was not just the PlayStation 5 Slim or Pro, or as well, we're just kind of waiting to go and see what it was. Now, my thoughts basically just based on hires, random other leaks, how popular other outside sources, such as things like the Steam Deck or as well the Switch, I was pushing a lot towards a PlayStation mobile. We've also had like PSPs, PS Vitas, etc., and that's kind of why I was focusing a lot on that yesterday. But now we have even more brand new articles coming out over here in regards now to the next big PlayStation hardware or the next PlayStation handheld console. So this is more in regards to, I forgot about the hats, don't buy the hats over there. Basically for this one, we have the brand new exclusives where Sony's next PlayStation handheld is going to be coming. Now, I actually may make a part 2 of this video and kind of get a little bit more of the community and overall reception on it, because there has been a few really good positives, but also a lot of few negatives when it comes to this stuff. So following the past few days of speculation, which even I was a part of this one, like I said, we talked about this yesterday, Inside Gaming can report now that there is a brand new PlayStation handheld device that is now currently in development. Now, I think that's actually really cool, at least in my opinion. I loved my PSP when I was younger. I think the idea of it's really cool. I think the idea of mobile gaming is really cool. And once again, with the Steam Deck's popularity and all these other various big sources of games coming out, such as say like the Switch, or there's like a lot of all these random like third-party type handheld systems are coming out soon. This is cool. I really like this. So basically, this is now codename the Q-Lite, which is not the official name, obviously, but the next PlayStation handheld is the next piece of Sony's hardware that aims to be yet another piece of hardware that requires the PlayStation 5. Now, this is kind of where some people I think are getting a little bit skeptical on this. We'll talk about that, and once again, maybe in a separate video. Insider Gaming understands that the Q-Lite is actually not a cloud streaming device, but instead uses remote play with the PlayStation 5, a feature the console giant has been pushing these past couple of weeks. So first and foremost, in case you guys don't know what remote play is, and it's kind of why like some people might be skeptical or whatever, basically the idea of remote play, we'll just play out the video for you guys to kind of, as I kind of talk over it, is the idea of not necessarily fully cloud, like sometimes like say on your phone or like say on the Xbox Game Pass or whatever it might be. It's kind of like a simul stream, maybe is a good example, maybe for, I don't know the best way to word it, but good example on this one, like you basically play your PlayStation 5 on Bluetooth when it comes to your iPad, when it comes to your computer, when it comes to your TV, when it comes to your phone or whatever it might be, as we're kind of showcasing up these examples. You guys even see you could even stream it to Mac or PC devices too as well. And yeah, this is actually all around really, really cool. I like the idea of this, and I think PlayStation likes this too. It's kind of like the same concept where Xbox is trying to expand out the horizons of people gaming everywhere, where they go and have people on, say, like the Samsung TVs with built-in Game Pass, where they try to go and have that really cool Samsung, you know, like the, not Samsung, the Xbox Game Pass like cloud stick, where basically anyone's able to go and utilize that and rock it on out. I think a lot of folks like the idea of that and like the expansion of that. Like, I think that's very nice. I think that's very real. And obviously PlayStation wants to compete because right now the mobile markets are huge for gaming, but just aren't really tapped so much for Xbox or PlayStation. And that's a big focus on why Xbox is even trying to get this Activision acquisition, because they want to get those very, very big games like the Candy Crush or Call of Duty Mobile. And that's why also we've been seeing PlayStation pushing a lot more into developing mobile games, trying to expand up into like actual PC, VR, all the accessories like Sony TVs and everything else, because they also want to go and try to go and capture a lot of this market share if they possibly can. Now, this is going to be the intriguing thing, though, because it can kind of go either way. Right now, because you can still technically use this remote play, it's nice, but in theory, you even have like this. I want to say that I believe this is a custom Sony like phone handheld controller. I believe. I could be wrong. I do remember pointing this a while ago. I'd have to cite it. But you already have these options. Like, you already have mobile options if you want to put it on your phone or on your iPad or even on your laptop. So it is a little bit of a conflicting thing because it does kind of come with that. I'm intrigued. In my head, I'm very, very intrigued on it, and I think it's going to be all around kind of cool, but it's hard to commit to this one. So the kind of specs, and also the specs might be a little bit conflicting as well. So what they're kind of rumored and reporting on is that they're sporting an adaptive streaming up to 1080p and 60 FPS. Now, I'm not necessarily against this. Although we've been seeing a lot more games pushing for 4K, 4K even 60 FPS, 4K 30 if they want to have a proper solid frame rate. And I do want to say, like, I think a lot of folks are okay with 1080p. A lot of people still have TVs in 1080p. I think a lot of gaming monitors are still 1080p. A lot of phone monitors are still 1080p. So I kind of feel like that's a big thing. Like, it's fine. I think it's cool. Yeah, but it is a little bit on the lackluster side, especially if it costs a lot of money. We don't have any rumored reports right now of how much it may cost, and that's, I think, one of the bigger struggles. Because if this is like, say, PlayStation VR 2, where it actually costs more money than the PlayStation 5, most people are maybe not going to like that. But if it comes to something else, such as like maybe it's like a $200, $300 accessory, then maybe it's not that bad. I mean, it's kind of the same price point, similarly of like a PSP or PS Vita. One big thing, though, is that the new device will also require a constant connectivity to the internet. Now, that's once again maybe not something I think a lot of folks like. We may go do a little bit more of a deeper dive with this later on. When it comes to the console itself, if you always need to be connected, it's harder to do 5G. It's hard to have a stable connection. If you're on like a home Wi-Fi network, that might be kind of like, spotty, it'd be a little bit harder, but as well, that also might go and fine tune you a lot more to your home space as well. It's kind of like why a lot of people don't like having a 100% always online game system, because it makes things a little bit harder at the end of the day. So as for the console's physical features, the early prototypes show the console will look a lot like the PlayStation 5 controller. So just think a normal everyday PlayStation 5 controller over here. As you guys can see, this is one of my modded ones. It's kind of the same similar style, although maybe a little bit more widespread and pushed on out. Maybe a good example is look at like the Switch, where the Switch itself is basically like the Wii U, but just one individual controller, a little bit more fine-tuned if you guys remember those old school consoles. But they'd also do want to go have a nice, really big 8-inch LCD touch screen in the center. So imagine the controller just more spread on out with a really big touchscreen right in the middle. I think that's good. I think that's cool. I think the expansion of that's all around kind of nice. And as well, it would also at least add some merit to the money, I guess, that you'd be spending on the console itself or the handheld console either way. They also want to say the device sports adaptive triggers, which would also once again make sense. Maybe harder though for the battery life, because as you guys know, even with the brand new PlayStation DualSense Pro, it would be affecting up the battery life a decent bit, which is not all around really nice. But they would have that. It's a really big, well-known PlayStation technology, so it also would make sense of why they have that too. And also would include what you'd come to expect from a handheld, which also has things such as a volume button, speakers, audio input jacks, etc. So basically, if you guys want to walk around and have headphones in, you can go listen to your games and not have to worry about it. Or maybe want to have the volume really low. Random side question, when I was a kid, I always used to make sure to have my volume pretty much at 0 because I always heard it drain the battery. I almost never heard any of the music or audio in almost any of my games. I also didn't want to ever go bother people too in the first place. They also, obviously have the speakers too as well. They also go and say that the Q-Lite, which is this product we're talking about right now, is actually in the quality assurance phase right now, and it's actually apparently scheduled to release before the PlayStation 5 Pro, but after the detachable disk drive PS5. And we also had some other folks such as Jeff Grubb say that Sony is planning to announce its second phase of PS5, which also once again might go lead to that big PlayStation event that we've been rumoring for and waiting for. And as well, they also want to go talk about probably future games, which we've been waiting for quite a bit. And on top of that, too, we have all these other big things, such as the next iteration of the PlayStation 5, that's basically like the detachable drive one, which we've been hearing a lot about, or as well also these upcoming games that are probably going to be after, say, Final Fantasy 16, or also after Spider-Man 2. So we're also looking for that one too as well. They also had Project Nomad, which is the wireless earphones, Project Voyager, which is the wireless headset, and the Q-Lite with the handheld are all scheduled to be released apparently within a very short time period. And it's also understood too as well that the PS5 Pro is aiming for the holiday of 2024 release. So I'm very intrigued on a lot of this different type of stuff. I like the idea of the handheld. I like the idea of expansion. And overall, as long as it's priced good, I might go picking it up. Don't forget too, we've also been seeing PlayStation throughout the past few years hiring a lot more people for head of mobile, as where a lot of these rumors also come out to, because they've been trying to go literally pay money and get these really big head honchos to go and get this. So I very much like this. I love the rumors. I love seeing everyone talk about this. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty excited. So let me know if you guys would maybe want to go buy one down below. And as well, give me your thoughts and comments on it. If you guys ever have a PSP back in the day or Vita, let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed, notifications on, leave a like, give me your thoughts, Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, all the Amazon links down below for all the good old little consoles for sale.